Hi. So in this video, we are going to be exploring how we can create a number guessing game. Alright, now what is a number guessing game? Basically, the program will generate a random number and the user is supposed to keep guessing until we hit the correct answer or the correct number that was guessed by the program. Alright, so how do we generate a random number in C++? So firstly, you need to include this C standard library, cstdlib. Alright, so in any programming language, they have a wide variety of libraries where they have implemented many different functions. So you need to read up and do some research so that you don't need to reinvent the wheel. You can use what is already available, alright, by or provided by the library functions. Alright, now to generate a random number, we call this function rand. Alright, and now this gives a random number, alright, or any random number. But if I want the number to be within a range, so for example in this code I want it to be within 0 to 100, I need to put a modulo 101 or percentage 101. So this will give me a random number that is between 0 to 100. Okay, now before I call rand, okay, I want to make sure that every time it is truly random. Alright, now in this case I'm only going to run the program only once and then we're going to guess, but in some cases you may want to generate random numbers at different times of the program. Okay, so to do that, what you can do is, prior to calling rand, okay, you can call this function called srand. Srand is to initiate or initialize the seed for the random number generation, and time 0 gives you the current time. Alright, so you are by calling this function, you are ensuring that you always generate a truly random seed, okay, before you generate a random number. Alright, so it's a good practice to always do this. Okay, call the srand and then followed by the rand. Okay, now if I run the current code as it is, okay, what we will see is every time I run, I am displaying a random number as the output, which is assigned to this variable answer. Okay, so each time I run, it is a random number between 0 to 100. Okay, now what I want is for the user to be able to guess this number, and each time the user guesses a number, I'm supposed to give some prompt to say whether it is too high or too low. Okay, so we do not know how many guesses the user will take. Okay, so we have to put this inside a while one loop. Okay, while one loop is basically an infinite loop, alright, which will run indefinitely, and as long as the user is guessing, we keep running the loop. But the moment the user is able to guess the correct number, then we exit the loop. Okay, so what I need to do right now is, I'm not going to show the answer because the user is supposed to guess the answer. I'm going to prompt the user guess the number. Okay, and then I'm going to capture that as my input into a variable called guess. So I've already declared guess over here. Okay, and what I want to do is I want to check. So if guess is greater than my answer, then I do a printout and say too high. Okay, then else if guess is smaller than number, then I say it is too low. Okay, so if it's not too high or too low, then it's the correct answer. Okay, so for the correct answer, I need to do two things. I need to print out that is correct answer, and I also need to break. Okay, so only if the answer is correct, okay, that means I have guessed the exact number that the program generated randomly, then I will break out of the loop. Okay, if not, I will keep repeating the loop. Okay, so let's go ahead and run this program. Okay, sorry, number was not declared. Sorry, it's not, let's say answer. Sorry, variable holding the value that is generated by the program is answer. Okay, so let's run it now. So guess the number. Okay, so now we really do not know what's the answer, so I'm just going to put the middle value 51 for example, and it says 2i. Okay, so I will just do some formatting first. So guess the number. I should put a \n over here, alright, just so that the interface is a bit more neater. Alright, so guess the number. So I'm going to start again with 51. Okay, it's too low, so it is now anywhere from 52 to 100. So let me put 75. Too high, so it is 52 to 74. So maybe I put 65. Too high, so it is 52 to 64. Alright, so maybe I put as 59. Too high, so it is between 52 and 58. So let me get 55. Too low, so it's between 56 to 58. 57, correct. Alright, so this is basically a simple guessing game, alright, where the program generates a random number in the beginning, and then we are continuously asking the user to guess, and we are giving some feedback on whether the guess value is too high or too low. This allows the user to narrow down the search until they hit the correct answer. Okay, so I hope this gives you a good idea how to integrate, okay, the different aspects of the programming that we have studied so far in terms of the loop, the if else, the break, and so on. Alright, so thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.